everybody, how are you doing? Are you full of energy to start the class? I hope so. Let's get our finger out to improve our English level. Okay, what's the word that we are going to look at today? The word is bother. Bother is spelled B-O-T-H-E-R, and the sound TH, to pronounce this sound, we have to put our tongue between our teeth. Bother is the same sound as in the words other, another, the. Bother, the sound TH. Okay, this word can be a noun and can be a verb. Let's start with the word as a verb. As a verb is often used in negative sentences and in questions, and has three different meanings. The first meaning is to spend time or energy doing something. The second meaning is to annoy someone or to worry someone or cause someone trouble or pain. And the third meaning is to interrupt someone or talk to someone when they don't want to talk to you. In Spanish, we can translate this word as molestar, using the three different meanings that I've already said. Okay, let's explain them one by one. The first meaning, to spend time doing something or energy doing something. In this case, we can follow two structures. The first one is to bother with or about something, and the second, to bother to do something. Let's see the examples. If I want to say, sorry, I don't understand why I don't understand why you bother with those people because they aren't very friendly. I've said, no entiendo por qué pasas tiempo con esa gente porque no son muy simpáticos. I don't understand why you bother with those people because they aren't very friendly. And using the second pattern, to bother to do something or doing something, do something or doing something, both ways are correct. We can say, I don't know why I bother to do it because no one is interested in it. I don't know why I bother to do it because no one is interested in it. What does it mean? Que no sé por qué gasto energía o por qué paso tiempo haciendo esto porque nadie está interesado en ello. In this case, we can say, I don't know why I bother to do, or I don't know why I bother doing it. Both ways are correct. The second meaning is to annoy someone or worry someone, preocupar a alguien o molestarle. In this case, we can follow two structures. We can say to bother someone with something. For example, I don't want to bother her with my problems at the moment, which means no quiero molestarla con mis problemas en este momento. As you can see, at the moment, we say at the moment, and in Spanish is en este momento, but in English, en el momento, at the moment. No quiero molestarla con mis problemas en este momento. But we can, in this case, the subject is the person. But we can use the pronoun it as a subject. And in this case, we can express the idea following two different ways. If we say, it bothers me to go there, it means me molesta ir ahí. The person who is bothered is me, and the person who does the action is me too. So in this case we say, it bothers me to go there. But if the person who is bothered is different from the person who does the action, we use that. For example, me molesta que ella gane más que yo. It bothers me that she earns more than I do. In the second case, we use that. Let's see here. It bothers here. It bothers me to do it. Me is the person who is bothered, and me is the person who does the action. So in this case, we don't use that. But when the person who is bothered is different from the person who does the action, me is the person that is bothered, and she is the person who does the action, we use that between both sentences. It bothers me that she earns more than I do. Okay, we can also use, instead of it, the word the thing. Lo que me molesta es ir ahí. In this case, we have to use that in both cases. For example, lo que me molesta es ir ahí. We'll say, the thing that bothers me is to go there. The thing that bothers me is to go there. O lo que me molesta es que ella gane más que yo. The thing that bothers me is that she earns more than I do. Okay? In the second case, we use that twice. The thing that bothers me, is that she earns more than me. Okay, and the third meaning is to interrupt someone, interrumpir o molestar a alguien. In this case, we say to interrupt someone, to bother someone. For example, stop bothering me while I'm working. What does it mean? Deja de interrumpirme, deja de molestarme cuando estoy trabajando. O, sorry for bothering you. Perdón por molestarte, perdón por interrumpirte. Okay, now we are going to see, I'm going to teach you to express two ideas using the verb bother, but adding the letters ed to this verb, and we form the adjective bothered, molesto. In this case, we can express two ideas. The first one, when we want to say that we are not interested in something, or we think that something is not important. We say to be bothered with something, no, to be bothered about something, or to be bothered to do something. For example, no parece que te interese o que te moleste hacer esto o esto. And we say, you don't look bothered to do it, or you don't look bothered about it. And the second idea is when we want to express that we don't want to spend time doing something. In this case, we say can't be bothered or couldn't be bothered. For example, this weekend I should work, but I can't be bothered to do it. Este fin de semana debería trabajar, pero no me apetece hacerlo. This weekend I should work, but I can't be bothered to do it. To can't be bothered to do something are in the past, couldn't be bothered to do something. And an expression that I want to teach you is don't bother your head with or about something, which means no te agobies con algo, no te preocupes por algo. Don't bother your head with or about something. Okay, and finally, as a noun, I'm going to, I've written it here. sorry, I don't have room on the board, so I'm going to show you here. Don't bother your head about that, it's not that important. No te agobies por eso, no es importante. Don't bother your head about that because it's not that important, no es tan importante. Okay, and if we use the word as a noun, the meaning is difficulty, trouble, or an annoying situation. I'm going to teach you 4 examples in which we can use this word, and they are very useful. For example, if we want to say no quiero ser ninguna molestia para ti, in this case we are going to use the phrasal verb to put someone to something. To put someone to something or to put someone through something means to force someone to experience something unpleasant. Hacer que alguien pase por algo desagradable. And then, if I want to say no quiero ser ninguna molestia, we can say I don't want to be any bother. I don't want to put you to any bother. I don't want to put you to any bother. No quiero ser ninguna molestia, no quiero hacerte pasar por algo malo. If we want to say espero no haber sido ninguna molestia, we can say I hope I haven't been any bother. I hope I haven't been any bother. I'm going to show you, sorry. Here, I have written them. I don't want to put you to any bother, to or through. I don't want to put you to any bother. No quiero resultarte, no quiero ser una molestia para ti. O I hope I haven't been any bother. Espero no haber resultado o haber sido una molestia. Okay, and 2 more. If I want to say no te tomes la molestia de hacerlo. This expression we say to go, we say this expression this way, to go to the bother. Don't go to the bother of doing it. No te tomes la molestia de hacerlo. Don't go to the bother of doing it. Don't go to the bother of doing it. Here you have don't go to the bother of doing it. That means no te tomes la molestia, to go to the bother. And finally, ahorrarte la molestia. In English, ahorrar is save. So if we say ahórrate la molestia, save yourself the bother. For example, llámales y ahórrate la molestia de ir allí. Call them and save yourself the bother of going around. Call them and save yourself the bother of going around. Here you are. Call them and save yourself the bother of going around. Save yourself, ahórrate tú mismo la molestia. Save yourself the bother. Okay. And this I didn't show it. To be bothered with about something. Here you have. To be bothered to do something or to be bothered about something. Okay? With or about something. And the other, oh sorry. Can't or couldn't be bothered to do something. No tener ganas de hacer algo. No querer pasar tiempo haciendo algo. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you some sentences and you are going to translate them into English. Okay. The first one, el ordenador es muy viejo. No te molestes arreglándolo porque va a estropearse otra vez. Estropearse, to fail, fallar. Entonces, el ordenador es muy viejo, no te molestes o no pases tiempo arreglándolo porque va a estropearse otra vez. I'll wait for you. Okay. Are you ready? El ordenador es muy viejo. The computer is very old. No te molestes, don't bother to fix it or fixing it because it's going to fail again. We are using the near future because we have the evidence that the computer is very old and it's going to fail again, most likely, lo más probable. The computer is very old, don't bother to fix it, don't bother fixing it because it's going to fail again. Okay, the second sentence. No me gusta pasar tiempo con él porque es muy desagradable. No me gusta pasar tiempo con él porque es muy desagradable. Okay, are you ready? I don't like to bother with him because he's very unpleasant. I don't like to bother with him because he's very unpleasant. Muy desagradable, unpleasant. Okay. The third sentence. ¿Te molesta que él siempre llegue tarde? ¿Te molesta que él siempre llegue tarde? Okay. Does it bother you that he is always late? Does it bother you that he's always late? We use the pronoun it and the word that because the person who does the action is different from the person who is bothered. Does it bother you that he's always late? Okay. The fourth example. Mis hijos siempre me interrumpen cuando estoy hablando con alguien. I want you to use will. As used the other day, I told you that we can use will when someone does something that annoys us as an habit. So, mis hijos siempre me interrumpen cuando estoy hablando con alguien. Okay, I wait for you. My children will always bother me when I'm talking to someone. My children will always bother me when I'm talking to someone. Okay, the fifth one. Estoy muy cansado, no me apetece o no quiero, no tengo ganas, no me apetece pasar el tiempo lavando los platos, lavar los platos, to do the dishes. Estoy muy cansado, no me apetece o no quiero lavar los platos. I'm very tired, I can't be bothered to do the dishes. I'm very tired, I can't be bothered to do the dishes. Very well. The next one. No me importa llevarte al aeropuerto. No me importa llevarte al aeropuerto. Okay? I'm not bothered to take you to the airport. I'm not bothered to take you to the airport. Bother with ed at the end of the word. I'm not bothered to take you to the airport. The seventh one, no te preocupes. Nunca eres una molestia para mí. No te preocupes. Nunca eres una molestia para mí. Okay? Are you ready? Don't worry. You are never any bother to me. Don't worry. You are never any bother to me. You're never any bother to me. Bother as a noun. And finally, no te molestes en decírselo, no lo hará. No te molestes en decírselo. Él no lo hará. I'll wait for you. Bother as a noun, to go to the bother. Don't go to the bother of saying it to him. He won't do it. Will not, we contract won't. Don't go to the bother of saying it to him. He won't do it. No te molestes. Go to the bother. Very well. Okay. The sentences I finished with the sentences. The video is over. I hope this new word will help you to express yourself in English better, and I hope that you'll find it interesting too. Thank you very much for watching me, and I have to tell you that from now on I'm going to upload the videos on Mondays instead of Thursdays, and I hope you'll see them on Mondays. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Goodbye.